Hello everybody, Mac here. Welcome back to the show. We have a few things that we're going to be talking about today, but the first thing I want to start off with is something that is actually Halloween related, and that is this, ShartimusPrime's Kickstarter for Street Humans. If you're not familiar, Shartimus is pretty much one of the most followed toy reviewers on YouTube. I don't know if he was the first, but I think he has the most followers, and he is attempting to start his own line of figures, and that is Street Humans. This is his second attempt, I believe. The gimmick behind this is that from the start, I'm looking at the web page here, by the way, the Kickstarter page. From the very start, there's only two figures that are available, Ilago and Eon. And they're basically just basic body, human type characters. Ilago, boom, comes with 2 heads, 4 sets of hands, a pistol, and a Walking Dead style baseball bat with the barbed wire around it. And then Eon is basically the same figure, just with a different skin tone and some different pants. 2 heads, 4 hands, pistol, and I think like an old rusty katana. And after that, the first unlock is, and this is where the real gimmick of it comes into play. The first unlock is this accessory pack that whenever they hit $126,500, the first stretch goal will open, and that is this accessory pack. And you can see there's like an alien head included, and it's basically like a big bat head with 6 eyes. And then it comes with additional hands, a hoodie, torso and arms, and also a hood up and a hood down, and 2 new head sculpts. The idea behind this is that it's like aliens living among us, like if you ever saw They Live, at least from what I could gather from the Kickstarter page. So the heads, the accessory packs that we have to unlock, is basically like the whole gimmick of the line. Another gimmick of the line is interchangeability, that he's promoting. Like with even the first 2 figures, you can swap torsos on them, so like you can change their pants basically. And then that is going to come into play as more figures and more accessory packs unlock. The figures are $28 a piece. The standard figures are $28 a piece. And then it looks like once the accessory packs unlock, those are going to be $18 a piece for the new torso, the new arms, the 2 hoodie pieces, the 2 new heads, the alien head, and then 4 alien hands. There will be another accessory pack that unlocks, and more standard figures, and a whole bunch of kibble. You know how the Kickstarters go. It has been active for, let me scroll to the top. Let's see, there's 20 days left to go. It has 306 backers, and they are sitting at roughly, rounding up, they're sitting at roughly 26,000 of 122,000 needed. So there's roughly $100,000 that they still need to get to their goal. These are 6.5-inch figures, and there are pictures on the site of these Street Humans stacked up next to like G.I. Joe Classified, Marvel Legends, Black Series, things like that. The only reason I bring this up is, 1, aliens walking among us, looking like humans, not really humans. That's Halloween themed. That's very Halloween themed. Also, it's Shartimus. Like, he is a big voice in the community, so I figured it's worth getting the word out there. I did back it. I went in and I picked up a figure. These aren't really something that I collect, so I don't know how into this I'm going to get. I really think it's going to determine how into this I get is what all unlocks, because I do dig like that bat look, like the bat head and the bat hands with the black hoodie on and everything. I do dig that. I think that's very cool, but I'm curious to see like how much of this actually unlocks, because there are some more unlockables that I might be into. But now that we have that out of the way, the real reason I want to do this is because Today actually marks 5 years, this very day, that I first YouTubed. And it's been quite a ride, and I just wanted to put a video out there to thank all of you for being on this ride with me. When I started this, it really was just something that I did because I don't have any friends that are really toy collectors. I have friends that are into gaming. I have friends that are into miniatures. Don't really have friends that like collect toys, collect action figures, or collect Lego, because like Lego and Mega Bloks, now just Mega, is actually how this channel started. I was doing Lego sets and I was doing Mega Block sets. As a matter of fact, the most popular videos I had for a very long time were the Masters of the Universe Mega Bloks sets. And I really enjoyed that line. I really enjoyed collecting that line. But then Mega made it so difficult to find anything, and they kept canceling stuff, and it just wasn't fun to collect anymore, and we weren't getting any feedback from like the company. Not like with Masters of the Universe Origins, where like they just basically came out and said, hey, these aren't going to be available in stores anymore. You're going to have to get Origins online. It was just like Mega was always like a guessing game as to like where the Masters of the Universe sets were coming, when they were coming, and if they were even real. Because if anybody collects Mega Constructs Masters of the Universe, you probably remember that whole Advent calendar fiasco from about 2 years ago, and how last year there were still people hoping that it was going to come to fruition. So what started as like bricks, hence Brickentire, eventually just evolved into, these are my action figures, these are my toys, this is what I like to do. And so here we are today. And 5 years later, I have roughly 1,130 subscribers, which I thank you all for. But I understand if some people will be like, 5 years and you don't have like blah, blah, blah. I've said this before. I don't really play well with the algorithm. And especially like those first 2 years, my uploads were spotty. Sometimes I would go like weeks without doing anything. So like it's really only been like in the past couple years that I've really been working on this and trying to do things right. I still don't even try and play with the algorithm. And something else that I don't do is I don't do self-promotion very much. Like I have an Instagram. I don't promote it other than putting it across the bottom of the screen. And truthfully, even if you do follow me on Instagram, I don't put up stuff there nearly as much as I should. So a lot of this is on me. So that's why I'm even more impressed that I have 1,130 subscribers, and I'm to the point where like there are people that comment on the videos that I recognize the names. There is one that takes a ride with me every December and watches when I do the Advent calendar openings, and I appreciate that to no end as well. So I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you to everybody that's been watching, everybody that's been joining me on this, everybody that's been liking, everybody that's been commenting. I am going to start working more on promoting. And one of those things that I'm going to be doing is actually coming up soon, that if you've ever looked in the comments below and you've looked at my other social media links, you might notice that now I have a coffee page, Ko-fi, however you pronounce it. And it's not necessarily even for me. Like that's not even necessarily the reason that I started this. That the fundraiser is technically live now, but I'm not going to really start promoting it until November. That I want to do a Toys for Tots charity drive this year with donations, and there will be a whole video that explains the whole thing. But like I want to get donations through November and like the first and second week maybe of December, and then on the second week, once the drive is done, we'll take any money that has been donated, we'll go and we'll go shopping. We'll buy a bunch of toys and we'll drop it off for Toys for Tots. Of course, I'll make a video of that so you all can see it happening and shoot the receipt as well. But Toys for Tots has always been a very special, very important drive, charity for me, especially around the holidays, because I remember vividly coming down the stairs, that joy of seeing, like, what did Santa leave, seeing presents, and every kid that celebrates Christmas on Christmas morning should get to experience that. Every kid should get presents. Let's just say that. But, like, it's very important to me, and I wanted to do something. When I was in theater, whenever we did Christmas shows, there would always be a Toys for Tots drive, like, for the Christmas show, and I kind of wanted to carry that over into this, and I just felt like it was finally time to do something. So technically it's live right now if you go and check it out, but I'm not going to really start pushing it until November 1st, and I'm going to be running it through November and the first, maybe second week of December, because I want to make sure that the fundraiser is closed and all of the toys are bought and dropped off so that they will count towards this year's toy distribution. But I'll be making a video about that, and I'll be posting it on the Ko-fi page, because right now there's no video explaining what that is, but there will be a more in-depth one there. So if you could, not for me, but for the kids on Christmas morning, if you could take a look at that, please, I would greatly appreciate that. So that's really all I wanted to do. I just wanted to say thank you, talk about that. It's been a really fun 5 years. Like, I really enjoy doing this. I really enjoy putting this stuff out there. Like, it's fun for me to record those videos, and I love whenever I see, like, the numbers rise, because the views are going up, the interaction is going up, and I greatly appreciate that. So thank you, everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, thank you for watching.